Okay, let's start the video. Now, last two videos I've been showing you how to really bring down the matrix using the Dster matrix or the matrix of 70 number for Mega Man. And I try not to post the Mega Man pop-up video yet because there's still part 3 to the secret formula. So before we get started, you can donate, subscribe, share, and like my video. And email me for any logical illustration by parts 1 to 20 using the Invincible number system. Now, if nobody wins the jackpot, is going up to 300 minutes. So email me if you want to hit that jackpot. It's not hard. You gotta use the right matrix. You don't want to go from a 70 matrix to pick the numbers. You want to go from less using the Dster matrix or using the matrix for the regular format from 70 and bring it down, or using the Dster matrix from a certain amount of numbers and bring it down. Remember, Dster don't have 70 numbers. We know that. That's why the Dster matrix is the best starting point. Without the Dster matrix, you're not gonna win. Email me for any game prediction, pick3, pick4 at hyper_things@yahoo.com for any game prediction or requests, and nothing is guaranteed. And always remember that last draw, we can see the last draw, nobody won, 277 million, 6, 23, 43, 49, 52, and 5. You can see how the number stands. And let's do a new format to show everybody how it's done. So I'm gonna do a grid right now. I'll post a new slide here. Set up a new slide. Let's do a grid. And I'm gonna insert the grid, show everybody the grid. And let's do a grid like this. You can see the grid. I'm doing the grid. And you can see the color code. Colorization. With the secret formulas, with the lottery matrix, law of opposite, let's do a law of elimination first, because the elimination did well. Show everybody how it's done. You can use this format to hit that jackpot. That's the key goal of hitting that jackpot, is this format. You don't want to play with the full matrix. And let's recap how it's done. Remember, the lottery matrix law of opposite attraction, as you can see, 26, 27, 37, 55, and 5 were from drawer number 1. Using the law of opposite attraction, it opposite attracts those numbers. And drawer number 1, you get 17, 27, 28, 50, 55, which would be your starting point using the law of opposite attraction, law of repetition, law of mirror numbers, law of elimination, and law of the mega ball. And you can see none of the number eliminated using law of opposite attraction, nor does it eliminate any number using law of elimination for the first draw. Now, the first draw will eliminate 52 from the law of repetition, mirror numbers. So, as you can see, 52, 62, 20, 15, 63 were derived from the law of repetition, mirror numbers, and 52 were eliminated. And you can see that 52 was eliminated because it was drawn. Now, opposite attraction for draw number 1 did not get eliminated. So, now law of elimination for the first draw, using the same numbers, because law of elimination just keeps the same numbers, did not eliminate any number from the first draw. 17, 27, 28, 55, and 50 did not get eliminated. 50 got close to 52, but did not get eliminated. And let's recap that the plus mega ball formula, law of the plus mega ball, 42, 52, 5, 10, and 53 were derived from the first draw of winning numbers using the plus mega ball formulas, and we got 52. That was drawn, so that means plus mega ball and law of repetition did not work for the first draw, but law of elimination and law of opposite subtraction did work for last draw. As you can see, 17, 27, 28, 50, 55 should be your first draw for this Tuesday's draw. And as you can see, none of the winning numbers got eliminated for the two other formulas, but the 52 got eliminated from both of the other formulas. Now let's do the color code. The color code, you can see 1727. I cannot copy and paste because this is grid, so I'm going to color code the numbers. Let's do the top first. It's going to be a little bit different colorization. You cannot see the code, so I'm going to have to make it bigger. Now, if I make that bigger, 72 should 32 should be big enough for you to see. And this is white, so you're able to see it. Or I should make it black. So let's do white. You can still see white here. Let me see if you can see white here. No, this is black. So yeah, you can really see the thing. So, but let's make it all symmetrical, and let's do black. So 17, 27, 28, 27, 28. Each draw will be different. So you gotta do each draw separately. 50 and 55. So you can see 50 and 55. So this is the first draw of number. I'm gonna keep the last row for mega ball, but I'm gonna leave it empty. It's for the plus mega ball formulas, but I'm not gonna do that. This is law of elimination. So using the first draw did not eliminate any winning numbers using law of elimination. And if you wanna follow the video and do it yourself, you can do it yourself. Now let's copy drawer number 2 down. 10, 15. $19.45.68. 19.45 and 68. So as you can see, the law, a lot of matrix law of elimination will kill out these two numbers. We'll kill out these two numbers for the last two draws, meaning it will wipe out these two numbers from the lottery matrix. I'm going to try to open the Mega Man from another device, so I don't have to go back and forth. So yeah, now the third draw would be 22, 26, 27, 58, and 66. So let's use the colorization code. Now you gotta look at the breakdown and start colorizing your code. So the first set of numbers from the previous draw for last Tuesday, for last Friday, we're starting with last Friday for this Tuesday's draw. But Friday, we're going to start from Tuesday's draw. We're going to add one more before 1727, which is we're going to add this to tonight's draw. 6, 23, 43, 49, 52 will be your tonight's draw. You got to add that to tonight's draw for the law of elimination. Law of elimination. So the first set of numbers, I'm going to colorize it red because red is easy to see. So 27, the more red you have, the better chance of you using one more draw of elimination. So if you have no red to less red, then you really don't want to use any more elimination. Elimination, because it's going to be disadvantage for you, because the less red you have, less chance of you not eliminating any winning numbers. That means you have more chance of eliminating winning numbers from that's going to be drawn. So for the first 7 numbers, you have 17, 27, 28, 50, and 55. So I see one red number from the previous draw. Now, draw number 2, so that means you have good chance of the first draw. Good chance of the first draw not being drawn for Tuesday's draw. So what happened? Law of elimination did not draw. Law of elimination did not draw any of these numbers from Tuesday's draw. Now, if you use set number 2, which is 10, 15, 19, 45, and 68, the draw number 2 red numbers are 10, 15, 19, and 68. 15, 19, 45, and 68. You only have one red number. So your chance of that eliminate the winning numbers will also be not as high as if you have no red numbers. So if you have no red numbers, the chance of eliminating the winning numbers will be high. So as you can see, only 4 black numbers. So the more red numbers you have, the more draws you can move on to the next draw. If you see 3 red numbers, you should move on to the next draw for law of elimination. Now, 22, 26, 27, 58, and 66. We're going to see 66 as a red number. And we're going to see 27 as a red number. So for draw number 2, you see 2 red numbers. So again, and then you also see 58 as a red number. So I see 58 as a red number. 27, 58, 66. You can see the red numbers. So you want to move on to one more draw. So yeah, you want to move on to one more draw. Now, the 4th draw you have is, you can see 1, 19, 20, 32, 42. So I'm going to incorporate that 1, 19, and the more numbers you have, the better chance of you. So the red number for the 4th draw are not 1, 19, 20, 32, and 42. You have 1 eliminated. The 1 is a red number. 32 and 42. So with that being said, you have 2 reds for draw number 4. So for draw number 5, look at this. 10, 42, 48, 53, and 62. So I'm going to incorporate that to the next one. You have 10, 42, 48, 53, and 62. So once again, the red numbers are 10, 42, 48, 53, and 62. So you can see 3 red numbers. So you can see that that's why that the 4th and 5th draw is an incentive to move on to the next draw using law of elimination. Because it would be a bad choice to stop at draw number 4 or even draw number 5 because you have 3 red numbers already. So why stop there? So let's test out one more draw number 6. Because those are not the winning number that was eliminated. Remember, 23 and 53 were eliminated at a certain point. 11, 37, 47, 53, and 56. So 11, 37, 47, 53, and 66. 56, 56. So if you can see that 11 is a red number, each draw will have 1, 2, 5 red number, maybe, yeah. And 4 or 5 red numbers are rare, so you have 1, 37. If you have the breakdown, you know which one are red numbers. So you need the breakdown to break down things. So each draw will be different red numbers. So if you use this for Tuesday's draw, the Friday's draw, you have to do it again. We set up the grid, see which numbers are red again. You can do it for each format. and you have 2 red numbers, that's another incentive to move on to the next draw. So we're going to move on to the next draw. 4, 25, 37, 46, and 67. So you have 4, 25, 37, 46, and 67. So if you look at the draw, you're going to see 4, 25, 37, 46, and 67, right? You're going to see that number. And let's not confuse anybody. Let's do draw number 1, draw number 2, draw number 3, draw number 4, draw number 5, draw number 6, and draw number 7, and draw number 8, and draw number 9. So I have up to 8 for now. So as you can see, 4, 25 is not red, 25 is a red number. So 25 is a red number, 37, 46, and 67. So again, you have one red number. So that's going to be, at this point, when you eliminate up to 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 numbers already, up to 30 numbers already, the 7th draw will eliminate 35 numbers. So if it eliminates up to 35 numbers, the 7th draw would be a little bit risky because you have already up to 30 numbers eliminated without eliminating the winning number using 6 draws. Now, using the 7th draw, you can see none of the numbers are eliminate the winning numbers from the previous draw. So as you can see, you want to go and keep draw number 7, or you want to stop at draw number 6. You got to decide that, because that's the breaking point. Is it dropped from 3 red numbers to 2 red numbers back to 1 red numbers. That means that any of these numbers could be drawn from last Tuesday's draw, because we have a certain point in time where the red numbers went from red 1 to red 3 to red 2 to 1 red number. So if you stop at this point, you will only eliminate up to 30 numbers. If you stop at draw number 7, you will eliminate up to 35 numbers. And you can see the red numbers are the key, because the more red numbers you have, the more chances you can move on. So if I have 3 red numbers, I will not stop at draw number 5. We'll keep using one more draw to eliminate, bringing down the matrix. So for draw number 7, probably would have stopped at draw number 6, or you can move on. So let's say you stop, you still eliminate up to 30 numbers from the matrix using the law of elimination. If you don't stop because of the one red numbers and want to take chance, let's do draw number 8. For draw number 8, because draw number 7 did not eliminate any more numbers, so draw number 8 is 12, 23, 35, 38, and 55. So I got 12, 23, 35, 38, and 55. So if you can see these winning numbers are here, let's look at where 12 stands. 12, 23, 35, 38, and 55. Now, if you look at the breakdown, for those who have the breakdown, 12, 23, 35, 38, and 55. None of these are red numbers. So none of these are red numbers. So that means if you move on to draw number 8, you will eliminate the 23 from the winning number. So let's color it blue. So let's color it white, back white again, because nope, you cannot see that color. So let's color it a different color you can see. Yeah, this one you can see a little bit better, and you can see that 23 was eliminated from the matrix. Now let's now I'm going to insert a row below and do one more draw, because that 25. Oh, I delete that. Okay, let's insert, not delete. Now, let's do one more draw because we have 9, 14, 40, 58, and 69. So 9, 14, 40, 58, and 69. So this is your ninth draw. Remember, ninth draw did not eliminate any more winning numbers. If it's the 10th draw, that eliminates more winning numbers. So 9, 14. So 14 is a red. So even though you eliminate the one winning numbers, you want to see if you can eliminate any more winning numbers from the next draw, because you want to test out if there's more red, then there's more chance of you eliminating winning numbers. Is less. If less red means you have a chance of eliminating winning numbers. So 2 reds, 58 and 69. So you have 2 reds plus the 58. Remember, 58 is red. You can just go to top. You can see where the 58s are. 58 is red. So up to 3 draws, up to 10th, up to 9th draw, the red numbers back up to 3. That means it's safe to use one more draw. You can see where the numbers sit. You can save to use one more draw for law of elimination. So with that being said, let's insert one more row below, and let's do a 10th draw, because like I said, the 10th draw did eliminate the win numbers. So you can see the 10th row. Can you see the 10th row right now? Sorry about that. Drop the coin. So for the 10th row, let's look at the 10th row right now. The 10th draw, we know that we eliminate 53. That's where the numbers stand. So for the 10th draw, I have 10, 41. So 46, 52, and 69. So let's copy the numbers down. 10, 41, 46, 52, and 69. So yeah. Let's go with black. So we now know that 10 is red, 41, 46 is red, and 52 and 69. So 69 is not red. So even though the 69 repeated, 69 is not red. 69 is red. We have 10 and 46. That's red. So you see it went back to 2. And that 52 was eliminated. So you can see that 52 was eliminated from the matrix. So after that, it would take your chance and you would have to stop on draw number 7. You see where the breaking points are? From draw 7 to draw 10, you can see the breaking points that the win numbers are eliminated from draw 7 to draw 10, 23 to 52. So after 23, I would go maybe one more draw, because once it dropped back down, the chance of you hitting that winning numbers would be high. So that's why when you see a certain point in time, when the law of elimination, when the color code went from no code, went from 1, 2, or 3, and then it stops at a certain point in time with no red numbers, no color code, then you can see that these numbers could have been eliminating the next winning numbers. If you see no color code, So we can do one for Powerball also. We're going to do one for Powerball. Let's try a Powerball code soon. Let's try the Powerball code. Let's see where the number stands. And try to post up the Powerball result soon. So let's get an update that the law of repetition, law of elimination went from a full matrix of 70 numbers with eliminate 23 after the 7th draw to use the law of elimination using the Dster matrix here. After the 7th draw, you can see where the number stands. Remember, the blank thing is the number not in the Dster matrix. So, and this is the full matrix. So you can use the full matrix like this, or you can use the Dster matrix. If you don't think the Dster has all the win numbers, then you got to use the regular matrix. If you think the Dster has all the win numbers, the Dster will always have the win numbers. Why? Because you have to pick the right Dster. That's why it's called Infinite Dster system. You got to pick the right Dster, and you're going to see this gap in between gap. That means the numbers are not in the Dster. So you can see the 9, 8, and 9 is not in the Dster. Let's show everybody what the Dster is. I'm using Dster 3, I believe. So you can see 8 and 9 is not in the Dster. Now you can see where the number stands. That the numbers are in the quadrant 1, 2, and 3, not in quadrant 4. They're in quadrant 4, but they're in quadrant 2, but they won't be necessary to use. So you can rule out quadrant 2 for last draw. So 6, 23, 43, 49, and 52, and 5. So you can see where the number stands. If this Dster is good, you can use that Dster for tonight. You can create a new Dster, or you can use this Dster 2 for tonight. And you might want to use the new Dster for tonight also if you think that the Dster will hit that jackpot. So that's why the color code is important, because you can see how many draw to use. So for Trudy's draw, you can see it went from 1 to 3. So if I see 3, why stop at draw number 3? Go one more draw. I see 3 again. I do not stop. Go draw number 5. I see 3 red again. I do not stop. And draw number 2. I see 2 red, so I do not stop, because 2 red, then it starts dropping from 3, 2 to 1. I'm thinking about 7th draw. I think it's too risky. It might eliminate win numbers, but I'm going to take my chance and use draw number 7. And I took my chance. It's like a roulette. Do not eliminate win numbers, so I go for one more draw number 8. And you see that 23 will be eliminated because I see no red numbers. Once I see no red numbers, I'm thinking in my head, do I eliminate the right amount of win numbers by using 7th draw, or do I use 8th draw and take my chance again? I will not take my chance because I see the red number decline from one draw to the next. So why use a draw when there's no red numbers? The chance of eliminating win numbers would be high. So the best choice would stop at draw number 7 and not eliminate 23 and still have a chance to hit that jackpot. And you can do that with the Powerball also. See how the Powerball red number works. You can do that with that also. Powerball will work differently, and you can see how powerful the system is, and you can learn how to use the system, and you can see what happened if bringing down the matrix to 20 numbers. That's a God matrix. It got a matrix to play around for Mega Man and Power with 20 numbers. Would you want to do that with 20? You don't want to play with 20 numbers, or you want to play with 70 numbers? Think about that. So if you like the video, you can email me at hyper_dster@yahoo.com for any game prediction or request. If you want to learn the system, also you can email me for that. Learn to eliminate equal amount draw, and please do donate, subscribe, share, and like my video. And any game prediction, email me at hyper_dster@yahoo.com. Always remember, nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself.